Billy Brownless.
The difference, Lee Montagna.
For Carlton Draft, this is Triple M's Rush Hour.
And trade period started today, Joey. You're all over this. You love it. And I think it finishes next Wednesday at about 7 o'clock.
Yep.
Now, what's happened? Anything you can tell the punters out there?
No, a bit of a slow day.
Yeah,
Well, it was a slow day to start off because, as you said, they've got a week and a half to get these deals done. And as you know, with any negotiation, whether it's with your wife or with a friend, you always start with what you both want, and then somewhere you meet in the middle. So
you end up where the wife wants it. Yeah,
that's right. Well, that's
but Callum Jones, Jordan Dawson, Robbie Tarrant, Lipinski to Collingwood, Tim O'Brien to the Western Bulldogs.
And the news today was Lewis Young, the other backup ruck defender for the Western Bulldogs, has requested a trade to Carlton. So there's been a bit of interest in that one. I think people just need to get their head around a little bit. It doesn't necessarily all these trades have to be straight into your best 22. I think, someone like a Lewis Young, if Carlton have got, all their best available, he might not be in their starting 22, but it's a depth player.
Yeah.
It's, if they need some ruck cover, if young DeConing or Pitney don't come on, if one of their tall forwards or defenders get injured. So that's a nice get for Carlton, I think. You've got to always add depth to your list. They were hit by injuries towards the back end of the season. Lipinski we spoke about. That's a good get for Collingwood. He's a talented young player that just couldn't break in to the Western Bulldogs
and
midfield.
Tim O'Brien.
I like Tim O'Brien as a defender. He's been around for a long time, Bill. 27 years of age at the Hawks. Could never establish himself as a bona fide sort of key forward. But when he's been thrown back and played as a defender this year for Hawthorn, he is an elite intercept mark, which we've seen with a lot of sort of failed forwards that go and play in defence, like Liam Jones, for example, at Carlton. I think the Western Bulldogs, it'll be a great get for them if they can get Tim O'Brien.
You know, I was thinking of Sav Radaglia to go back.
It's a centre-half back.
Now, North Melbourne, they will pick at number 1 JHF.
Jason Horne-Francis. He's a freak. Think about Matt Rowles at pick 1. Think about Sam Walsh. He's every bit as good as them.
Yeah.
He'll impact straight away.
Every bit as good as Sam Walsh.
Yep. Well, as coming out of June, I'm not sure if in his third year he'll be third in the Brownlow, but he's been that sort of player coming out of under 18s and into senior footy. He'll be a star. He's going to make a big difference to the Kangaroos, who are also going to get Callum Coleman-Jones from Richmond. That will get done. There's a bit of standoff at the moment. Right. Richmond want a pretty high price for him. Kangaroos are saying, well, we're not going to give it because we get the first pick in the pre-season draft.
Yeah.
He's out of contract. If we don't get the deal done, he just walks and we get him for nothing. A bit like that with Jack Martin to Carlton, where the Gold Coast Suns wanted some high draft picks for him. Carlton said, well, we don't need to give them. We'll just get him for nothing.
And they did.
So that negotiation will continue with the Kangaroos.
When's Collingwood's pick?
Well, they don't have picks till late.
So how do they get...
They have to acquire a whole heap of draft picks. We won't get caught in the nitty-gritty.
No.
But they need a lot of draft picks to get a lot of points to get Nick Dacos at either pick 1, 2, or 3, wherever he's bidded for. So they still need to do some manoeuvring. They still want to get Lipinski and Kruger. Actually, I want to get your take. What do you think of Big Kruger as a forward?
He kicked goals. He kicked 7 or 8 goals, maybe once or twice in the VFL.
Okay.
So he has kicked goals there. He came as a forward, then they put him down back.
Yep.
I'd love to see the Cats hold him.
Yeah,
because with Lockie Henderson going, there's a spot there for him.
Yep.
So I'd love to see the Cats hold him and just give him, play him.
Yep. So Pies will have to do some manoeuvring to get some more draft picks in. They look like they're going to do something with the Gold Coast Suns, just some shuffle, some picks, and they'll both come out on top. We won't get too bogged down in that, but there'll be plenty happening throughout the week, Bill. So we'll be all over it on this show every day.
And as you said, Bill, trade period wraps up next Wednesday night. And Joey, Jay-Z, Daisy and Sarah, Ollie will be all over it on the Listener app as well with the Trade Podcast.
Will I?
It's the Rush, not you. You're not part of that. It's the Rush Hour.
Good.
Joey and Billy, Triple M.